My loves, I learned a life lesson this week, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you play with sharks, you gotta become a shark yourself. Because you're dealing with people who ain't gonna have no love and they're not gonna care. They don't care what you're going through, how you feeling. It's not their problem. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand on business when you play with sharks. You gotta be about business. You gotta keep your receipts. You gotta make sure that you stay on Reddit, man. Because let me tell you something. Them sharks not gonna give a damn. So you gotta become a shark yourself when you play with sharks. You know what I'm saying? There's no love there. Let me tell you something, man. This world, you gotta be ready for take a loss and take a hit. Because if you let it swallow you up, you're not gonna come back from it. You can stay mad all day. You could be hating and blaming this person, blaming that person. It's not gonna change nothing because you're dealing with a shark. People don't give a damn about what they did to you. They just did it. You gotta take it as a life lesson and you gotta move on from that shit. Because you know what? You just was in a fake situation. You deal with some frauds. You deal with some fake ass people. But at the same time, you gotta stay on business when you're dealing with them different fraud type of people. Let me tell you something, man. Life is coming with tests, and you gotta pass that test. Every level you go through is gonna be a test. Every situation, every environment you're going through, you're gonna have a hater, you're gonna have an enemy, some type of way. Somebody's gonna be obsessed, trying to either get you fired, trying to expose you, or trying to put your business out there. You're gonna have somebody that's obsessed, trying to bring you down. So you gotta be ready, already, all the time. You gotta be a shark in this life, this thing they call life. You gotta be a shark out in this world, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be cold. Ain't no love out there. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, people could do you wrong. They talking about you. You are part of their conversation. You are part of their conversation because you was popping right now. They're making you hot in this fucking street. They got your name in their motherfucking mouth. Even though it be negative, you still a part of a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you still talking about me. You making me hot in this fucking street. That's how you gotta look at it. Because you popping right now. If you ain't doing nothing, you got nothing going on, they're not gonna talk about you. They're not gonna say nothing about you. They're not gonna be like, you know what, going on your social media and listen what the hell you have to say, so it fall on deaf ears. It couldn't be fall on deaf ears. You listen to what the fuck I gotta say and going back and repeat it. So it fell on deaf ears with you. You're praying for it to fall on deaf ears. See, when you listen to comments like that, that's people praying against you. That's people don't want you to succeed. That's people that trying to knock you. They badmouth your name. You know what I'm saying? And when you see that fucking shit, you see the fake and the fraud in a motherfucker. Sometimes you gotta be prayed up and you gotta stay ready in this world, man. But sometimes when you take that hit, you learn from that shit. You shake that shit off and move on. Don't cry about it. Ain't no tears in this shit, man. You gotta move on from this shit. Ain't no friends in this motherfucker. When you dealing with a bunch of thieves and con artists and scheme people. Ain't no friends in this shit. When people talk behind your back and scandalize your name, ain't no friends in this shit when you are part of a conversation.